In this lecture, we're going to be exploring a bit about emotional literacy and how to start to transform our thoughts into feelings or translate. And really, the basis of emotional intelligence is our feelings, our emotions. It's being able to understand and identify our own emotions and other people's emotions. Because what this does is it validates your feelings. And when we feel heard, we feel connected. When we feel understood, we feel deeper connections with people. And this also helps us to regulate our emotions, to self-soothe. It activates the soothing system. What the inner critic does is activate the threat system, the protection, the hypervigilance, the kind of keeping everything out. And with emotional regulation, we're starting to soothe and calm and be able to hold ourselves with strong and compassionate boundaries in the world. So the studies in neuroscience have shown that the more feeling words we know, the more emotionally intelligent we are. If we can name at least 30 feelings is identified as that have been quite highly emotionally intelligent. And so in the studies, it's the fMRI studies of emotions. They put someone into an fMRI machine and they'll show them like a picture or video that's quite distressing. And what they've found is that if people can just name the feelings and responses, the feeling words actually, to what they're seeing, it helps to regulate their nervous system and self-soothe and calm them down. So it's a really good idea to develop your vocabulary, to expand your vocabulary. So I'm just going to challenge you to a little test now. I'd like you to pause the video and in 2 minutes write down all the feeling words that you can think of, both positive and negative. Okay, so pause the video, write down feeling words in 2 minutes. Did you do that? And how many have you got? And are they actually feelings? So I want you to practice thinking of different situations when you feel both positive and negative feelings and identify the feelings. Now I've got a list of primary feelings for you to download, and I want you to download that now and have a look and just see if the feeling words that you listed are on that list. And if they aren't on that list, just ask yourself, are they actually a feeling? Because we've been trained to identify our thoughts as feelings. So looking at this sort of language here, I feel as if I'm being ignored. I feel like you leave me out. I feel like you're not listening to me. I feel so disrespected. These are thoughts about what other people are doing to us. They are associated with feelings, but we're going to get a better sense of emotional regulation and self-soothing if we can connect with the feelings and the felt sense in the body rather than staying up in our heads and in our thoughts. So just practice each day, maybe keep a diary, a journal, and notice the situations when you're feeling so-called positive and negative feelings, and just try naming them. Maybe carry the list around with you, or reflect at the end of the day and write down the feelings that are associated with that situation. And over time, your emotional literacy will increase, your vocabulary will expand, and you'll start to be able to identify more feelings in other people, and that will grow your emotional awareness.